Yep, it's been raining. Hey, more of the trip video will be at the end of this video, but for now, let's just do today. On we go. Shopping, shopping, shopping with ATV. Pretty good tribute. There's Dennis's hand again. Hand over finger. It's Adam's woo-hoo. Yeah, the rain took us by storm, so cut a lot of our daily stuff down. So I'm just going to go ahead and put right here the intro now to the second part of yesterday's adventure. I'll be back afterwards to say goodbye for the day. Until then, enjoy.
Isn't that great? They were all arched, and in 1905 they came in. Welding had come into fashion in 1905. And hi there.
Hello.
Oh, Seattle Seahawks, go, yay. Okay, I lived in Seattle for 28 years. Okay, so I just moved back in April. So y'all want to join my jail tour? Sure. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a tour. That's great. I'm just gonna, I'll summarize again, but it's a 132-year-old building, and we used it for 88 years here in Gonzales, and it's one of 16 that were designed by Eugene Heiner. We're the only one left, so we got a pretty special thing to show y'all today. Anyway, I'm going to show you a few things down here, and then Dr. Horton's our jail historian, and he's usually here a couple hours in the morning. And since he's here, he'll take you upstairs, and that's a real treat. So this was the sheriff's office for 88 years. And and you even have a Seahawks colored phone cover. Don't you? Go Hawks. Okay. Anyway, the 10 sheriffs that served in, this was, I said y'all, this is the sheriff's office for 88 years, and these are the 10 sheriffs that served here. And we'll talk about hangings upstairs because it's a part of this jail's history. There's a gallows up there. And before, when outside hangings, public hangings stopped, and then before it was outlawed in 1924, we had 3 upstairs. Sheriff Glover did 2, or Glover, because he was assassinated. He was killed by Gregorio Cortez. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But anyway, I want you to get a visual while we're in here. But all these bricks were handmade in Gonzales. There was a brickyard on the edge of town, and the clay in the Guadalupe River is really good for making bricks. So, another thing I'll point out about the architecture of the building is the glass windows were all, maybe you remember this, all put in after it became a museum. So this was an entire open air facility in its 88-year working history. It was just bars on the confiscated. The shanks in the second shelf, kind of in the middle, were confiscated when they were booked. And my favorite is that little pre-computer. So if you witnessed a crime and they said, well, what is he looking? They could bring out the little box of eyes and ears. He was in charge of filling the wood stove, so he had a cot in here, and this was his little domain. He had his own little doors, and so what we're doing in this room, though, is we're working on is an interpretation of the Taylor Sutton feud, and that was a big. This is going to be an early law enforcement museum, but that was a big law enforcement museum after the Civil War. It was involved with Reconstruction, architecture, and all those kind of issues. Well, John has been hardly pictured there, and then his water posters up here. He was quite a figure here during that period in Gonzales County, and he was on both sides of the law. He was on the Taylor side of Taylor Sutton view. That's a wanted poster that says 40 times the killer. Well, there was 4 more killings after that. And I just read a book on it, and he said that 43 of them were all self-defense. There's a town near here, and they were using a boarding house, and they were some of his friends were staying overnight. There was a guy in the next room snoring so loud that they couldn't sleep, and they were banging on the wall. And John he said, I banged on the wall a bunch of times. That guy was that amateur. Only place in this entire facility, everything else here.
cells directly in front of you and directly above. These cells were reserved for locking down misdemeanor offenders, minor crime violators, people arrested, for example, for stealing a chicken, racing a horse through town, sitting on the sidewalk, sitting in public, disorderly, leaving a dead horse in the road, just being a general community nuisance. When we finish with this area, we go to the house security area. Before we go in here, we don't want any hanging out here on the public square. And the reason they adopted that attitude was because of the experiences so many other Texas towns had with public hanging. They often degenerated into carnival-like spectacles. People talking food and drink and music and dancing. They didn't want any of that in Gonzales. So 3 men were hung in this room. 2 for murder, 1 for rape.
So they didn't come to private.
I'm sorry.
They didn't come to private areas, so that people couldn't.
Yeah, it was. And straighten them out. Yeah. So, 86, just hand forged with rivets, no welding. And this commode was put in 1905. That is the original 1905 commode. And the interesting thing about this is, hey, there's no flush mechanism on it. So all the boys in this area would be taking care of their business in there, but it would still be hanging around until the jailer came by at his discretion and filled up this gravity feed tank with water and flushed it for them. You did not want to piss off the jailer. That nasty stuff would be hanging around a long. Something else. You see all this glass around you?
Now they have a lawsuit.
Now the jailer could look in without unlocking any of the 4 doors. You need to go through tick
Yeah.
What you got was a bucket.
Oh.
No cable TV, no internet, no Xbox or PlayStation.
Oh, that's no good
This is
at all.
where you spend your time waiting to go to file for felony offense. I'm sorry. In jail.
Thank you very much.
It's made in the same material composition, size, and style that was in use between about 1880 and 1924, when Texas went from hanging to electrocution. Now, a lot of times on Hollywood films and television programs, you see somebody getting hung with a skinny little rope and a puny little knot. That would not hang you. That would strangle you, like somebody had their hands around your throat, and hanging is not strangulation. If you hold your head very straight, you don't turn it, and you push to the side, there's not much give there at all. Well, the mass of this knot is right there by the cheek and ear, not back here, as you often see on television programs, okay? It goes right there. And when this rope goes taut, it's the mass of this knot that violently snaps the head to the side. with the result that it breaks your neck, ruptures your spinal cord, cuts off oxygen to the brain, and results in total and immediate paralysis, meaning you lose all muscle control. So there's none of this flopping around on the end of the rope. That's what they really look like. 1 inch thick, well-oiled, stretched, and pliable hemp.
Hey guys, that's the end of today. We still have 1/3 left, which could be posted tomorrow on the video. That was the next to last thing we did before we ate and then came home. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. See you later.